Hello, welcome. Toby, good evening.
Good evening.
Okay, can you hear me clearly?
Yes, I can.
Okay. All right. So none of them has joined. I don't know why they always join late. You might also need to put on your video so we can see your face. You are a celebrity for today, so we need to see your face. Oh, okay. Okay. All right. So
yeah,
that's cool. Welcome to today's AMA edition, and we are really glad to have you around. We really hope to learn one or two things from you today. So let's start out by you introducing yourself to us, your full name, the school you graduated from, what you currently do, and the company you work with, basically.
okay. So hi everyone. My name is Oluwatobi Fagbohungbe. I studied math and statistics in the University of Lagos, and I'm currently a software tester with Summitech Computing Limited, located in BI, Lagos.
Okay. Thanks for that brief info. All right. So, of course, we have all watched your QA journey video, and we also understand that you started your software testing career at Konga. That was in 2015. Am I correct?
2014.
2014.
Is this 14 or 15? Even though I don't know.
Okay. Okay. So yeah. Before then, right? What put you into software testing, or maybe you did. Just tell us, like, what were you doing before then, and why do you think you can cook for that role as when you joined?
Okay, so before then, I was into web design, HTML, CSS, and WordPress. So after my service, I was just at home, not getting something tangible from the website design and all. So there's this friend of mine that works in Konga, and he told me about software testing, but then I knew nothing about software testing. So the first slot I got, I was asked to come for an interview. I missed it. I saw the mail a day after. So the interest died immediately. I moved on with my life. Then 6 months later, again, he asked for the same CV. I gave him, even though I wasn't sure I could do the testing job. So I was called for interview. I came in on board. I got the job. And okay, I need to say this here. Why doing the interview? Every question I was asked on software testing, I couldn't answer. I was just telling them, no, I haven't heard about this. But I got the job based on referral, and he told them that he's a fast learner, he can learn on the job. So that was the grace I got back then.
Oh,
And
thank you
the
for
journey
answering
started.
that, because I actually wanted to ask that. What was the question like? How were you able to answer those questions? Because you don't have a prior knowledge of it. So yeah,
Yeah.
you just say you failed the test. Okay, okay. So that's good. So with the mindset that uh could we say that, or is it right for us to say that because you have an idea of what IT was, I mean you being a designer before then, can we say that that's actually added to the reason why you're able to learn fast with software testing?
Mm, I wouldn't say yes.
Okay, so the answer was not certain. So what's the reason for that?
Uh, all I can say is, yeah, I think that's basically it. The fact I know how to use a computer, and I'm IT inclined. So it's not because I knew web design or HTML. Because when I started, I did nothing, or everything I did has nothing to do with
Okay,
HTML, site design, or whatever. Yeah.
I see. I see. Okay, so how was software testing for you as a person when you started it? Because I mean, I'm asking this question because some people I've seen people who have started this career and they will just be like, see, I don't even know what they are doing here. How will I just sit down and be looking for work out of somebody's work? Is that just like some people get fed up about it? Like, see, this is not enough
Yeah.
career. Or some people get really exciting about it regardless in like you wanting for work as a starter. So how was it like for you when you first started a career in software testing?
So for me, it was very challenging. I would say I started the hard way, but turns out to be the easy way
Mm,
because I made it easy for myself. So when I started, like I said, I was a novice. I knew nothing about software testing.
mm.
My first day on the job, I was just playing on my system, surfing around Facebook, and before I knew it, I was asked to go test a ticket. I was just staring at my boss like, "Are you for real?" I was still expecting like a 2 weeks training or something, you know. So she passed the ticket to me to test, and what did I do? I walked up to my colleague and asked him to pull me through. He pulled me through. Then that was how I started. So for me, it was a little bit challenging. The fact that I knew nothing about testing, but I made it easier for myself by collaborating more with my colleagues,
Mm.
asking questions, doing self-studies, and from there I was able to, get a whole hand of it.
Oh, that's pretty cool. And I think, well, I don't know. Let me not answer for you. So between working with your colleagues, right, and you
Yeah.
doing personal development, which one do you think you grew faster with? Or let me say, which one do you think you are more conversant with? Are you someone that you grow with personal development, like you can practically start a career with personal development, or you need to work with your teammates?
So I do more of personal development, but at the same time, I also do more of collaboration with my team. I work alongside my colleagues. So what I'm saying is that even in my personal development, I
Mm.
get to find out that I can't do everything on my own. I still need people. But the driving force behind it is you being able to, do self-study, develop yourself. Once you have that passion in you to self-learn, then it enables you to, when you are challenged, you'll be able to meet with your other team members, colleagues, and ask them questions. So for me, I do more of personal development, but most times when I get to a bus stop that I don't know left, right, I don't mind going to meet you wherever you are in Lagos. I do that a lot. I find myself going to my colleague's place outside of work, spending the night somewhere else, just to get this thing done. So so for me, I'll say it's both ways, but more of personal development.
I see. Okay. Yeah. Thank you very much for that. So before I continue with my question, someone asked that. Okay, the first thing is, do you do automation testing? Right. And if you do automation testing, what tools do you use?
So for my automation testing, I use Selenium, Atrium, Catalan, and App Center. These are the 3 tools I use currently. 4 tools rather.
Oh, okay, 4 tools. Oh, okay. So let me continue my question while other people had their question. So another thing I would also want to know, like, is a question, right? Okay, yeah, one of my questions also is that, what do you think automation will take over manual testing?
No.
Why?
So automation in its own way. So basically, what automation does is it helps our test. It helps improve our testing in the sense that automation solves some problems. It reduces time. It reduces manual effort while testing. But the retesting itself, like I always tell people, the automation cannot think like an end user. Automation cannot suggest improvements on how. Automation cannot test everything. So manual testing is still very, very much. In fact, I'll say, okay, let me just use the word very important in testing. So automation can replace manual testing.
Okay, so the reason why I asked that question is, like we all know in the industry, like Nigerian industry for testing today, every company wants automation tester. Everybody wants to have automation person. And at the end of the day, I wonder, I've once worked with a colleague I asked a friend of mine in another industry, like, why do you guys feel you need automation person? And the response I got from the PM was like, it's automation testing that they need, not even a manual tester. And I'm like, okay, do you really understand what automation testing is? Or what? So I feel like there is a mix of what automation testing is about and what manual testing is all about. Testing is testing. Manual testing is still, the test is still the test. Automation is just to like make it easy and faster. It's not to do the job.
Exactly.
All right. So I just wanted to be sure.
So I feel like most industries, IT firms, PMs, individuals, some of us are getting it wrong in this country. What automation is, when you even need automation, because so many companies they don't have the resources, they don't have the technologies, even the product they are building. Some are not supporting their product, and why do you want to automate? How long is this product going to take? Why should you automate? So many questions need to be answered before you even think about automating your products. So with time, I know we get there.
Of course.
Because I have friends that have done interview for the roles of automation, but on resuming, they've spent a year in the same company. They haven't automated anything.
Imagine.
So it happens like that.
So yeah, thanks for answering that question. So another person asked that, what does database testing involve?
What does database testing involve?
Yes.
Is that what you asked?
Yes, that was
Okay.
what Felicia.
Okay. So from my own end,
So how are we supposed to do it now?
Martin,
so
you can put up
um,
video and you can go on mute as well. We can see your fine face. Don't worry. All right, so we can continue.
yeah. So I myself, I don't do much of database testing.
Okay.
But I do test database in the sense that I query DBs just to check for tables, check for data and all. But I know there are people that are dedicated to just database testing, database migration, and the likes. So I have limited experience in the database testing.
Okay.
So maybe I should just tell you the kind of test that I do. So for instance, if I do a test on front end or middleware, say if you are, for example, sign up, I can go to the DB and ensure that every field, every data that are inputted for sign up, there's a table for it on the DB. And the values I entered are also written on DB. So I do those kind of tests on DB, query DB and the likes. Yeah.
I see. I mean, that is just the perfect answer for that. Thank you for answering that. So yeah, continue with my question. Before I do that, Martin, you have not added any question to the question sheet. I don't know if you have any. So if you do, you can just add them to the question sheet. Yeah, and you can put up your camera. I'm still seeing your fine face. Thank you. All right, so back to the question. How long have you, okay, so you said you started in 2014 and now you are, I mean, it's 2019. So let's say you have like 5 years experience. So what has your growth been like for the past 5 years?
What has I didn't get that.
Financial growth.
Oh, wow. I like that question. It's all about the money. So for me, okay, I would say I started on a very small scale in terms of my finance. Okay, my first salary when I joined Fonda was 120,000.
120,000.
Yes.
Wow.
So, but then it was just the same way you said, wow, that's it, how it was for me back then. When I saw my offer letter, the guy after NYC, someone is paying 120,000. I can't even boast of 10,000 in a month. So I'm getting my first salary. It was so exciting for me. But now, from there, well, my finances for now, it's quite robust and
Don't worry, you don't need to tell us. You don't need to tell us. I mean, I know it's
but let me say this. Okay, but let me say this. I think we can determine our expectations and bring it to life and bring it to reality in terms of our salary, our finances, and all. And for me, the way I was able to achieve that is, I always say to myself, my skill is my voice, my skill is my power. So if I keep developing myself, then
more money comes your way.
More money comes my way. So
Martin wants you to tell us your salary. No, he's not going to tell us his salary, Martin. Don't bother about that. So you start thinking, I'm just saving your life. Don't ask for your salary. All right. So so that's really nice. I mean, I said wow because I started testing with practically no payment, and that was for like a year. And the next job I got after that was, I think it was 70,000 naira in Lagos, and I did that more for another like 6 months. So for me, right, After I also studied computer science, right? But after school, I was just not looking to get that quick cash for me. I just wanted to like have a skill, like I know that I can be boast of, and it will be a field I can grow in. So I wasn't bothered that I wasn't being paid, basically. So that's when I said, wow, once I started software testing, hey. I should be collecting billions by now. So I can imagine collecting. So yeah, that's a very nice one. So yeah, let me ask another question before continue asking my question. So okay, Felicia asked that, what future career prospects does an experienced QA have? Do you get that?
Does an experience?
He said, what future career prospects does an experienced QA have?
Oh.
So I think what he's trying to ask is that, like, at the end of the day, like, using QA picture map, what's the max you can get to? What, yeah.
So for me, he's more of a consultant. So, but don't get me wrong, I'm saying it because of so many of my mentors back then when I started, those I knew back then, majority are switching to the role of a consultant. But as a QA person, there's a lot of prospects for you. Myself, as I'm speaking today, as a QA engineer, I do DevOps. I do project management. I do little of front end with my QA, and right now I'm currently a beginner in security. So you have a lot of opportunities in QA because as a QA person, you collaborate with every member of your team, be the security guy, the DevOps, the front end, and by doing so, you have the opportunity to learn from this guy, which is what I've always been doing. You have the opportunity to tap one or two skills from them and also put to use in whatever you do. So, yeah. So if that question is directed to me, mine is to end up as a consultant. Yeah.
I mean, what's the end goal of anyone, if not to be a consultant? All right. So yeah, basically, most mentors I know too, those that are in Nigeria, yeah, they are doing consulting. Those that travel abroad, some of them end up becoming a developer. Some end up becoming a product manager. Some end up becoming a DevOps engineer. Some end up becoming a security tester. I mean, basically, some have ended up being a test manager. So at this point, they don't even test again. They just come to a company, set up your testing team, and they do what they just do as a consultant. So there are so many prospects, basically.
Stop testing. So let me to be delegating, assigning tests to people.
Yeah, basically. Yeah. So yeah. Okay, so one of my questions also, let me chip down here before I ask some of the other questions. Don't worry, we would not take much of your time. One of my other question is, do you see testing career dying anytime soon?
No, I don't.
Okay, so why do you think that is a no?
So my reason behind that is, like we all know, the need for testing services in Nigeria is expanding every day. It's getting high every day. More companies, more organizations that are beginning to realize the need for QAs. So today I see financial companies like the likes of Money requesting for QA in their organization. And this wasn't so, say, 3 years ago. So right now, most firms, organizations that have the development team in-house, they are beginning to request for QA, and I know quite a number of them out there. So I don't see QA software testing dying in Nigeria soon. Yeah, I don't see it dying in Nigeria in the next 3 years.
Okay, thank you very much for that. I mean, except we are no longer doing anything IT related. That's the only reason why I feel testing become useless. But as long as you are still doing something IT related, then we still have a long way to go in testing career, because there's still so much area we have not even touched. Yeah. So
exactly.
So for someone asked that, can he or she learn automation online?
Yes, you can. So there are tutorials online, step-by-step tutorials that anyone can follow, and those are the kind of method I've adapted a lot. Even I started automation with Selenium, then switched to Java. Most of the things I learned are online using tutorials. Myself, I love video tutorials a lot. I don't like reading text, PDF, one book or the other. I love videos. Follow step by step, get implemented. Yeah.
Okay, you prefer video than book, right?
Yes, I prefer videos.
Yeah, because I actually thought of it. I mean, that's one of the reasons why we came up with us having a tutorial record of our material rather than the old notes, because I feel there are some people as well who prefer to go through YouTube videos than reading the material. Yeah, so yeah, that's cool. So yeah, there is always this controversial question that if I think last week I was in a serious war with it with in the Ministry of Testing Slack channel, that is there a difference between a software tester and a quality assurance engineer, or do you think it's just the title, or does this has to do with what they do? And which name do you think fits in for someone in software testing?
So like we all know that quality assurance is more of processes, ensuring the process of development and testing are being followed. So while testing, on the other hand, is still part of quality assurance. So testing is where we carry out the main activities of the testing itself. And quality assurance follows processes. So this question you asked, even myself, I've checked online, checked different resources. Some will say it's the same, some will say it's different. One does this, that one does that. But in reality, we look at it, when you mention quality assurance, you can't leave out software testing. And when you mention software testing, you can't leave out quality assurance. But my answer to that is there are different quality assurance focus more on processes, and why focusing on your processes, for example, your SDLC and LSTLC, testing are still involved. Yeah.
Okay, so if as a person, like as a software tester now, you want to show that I follow the processes and I test, what title do you think is best fit? Is it software tester or quality assurance engineer?
There are too many names: quality assurance tester, software tester. So
and I'm like, this is just quality assurance tester. Like, this is just hilarious. What is that? Okay, so which one do you say you pick?
Quality assurance tester.
Quality assurance tester. Wow, this is the first time I'm hearing this title. This is the first time I'm hearing the title. Yeah, because so something spin up about this issue one time, and we have some particular set of people that fine, they said they are QA engineers, right? But at the end of the day, when you see what they are doing, they're just like writing test cases and executing it. Basically, that's what they do. Now, if for a QA engineer, right, I noticed that fine, they're always involved from the process of planning. Like they do the whole flow, planning, do designs, test it, document it, do all those stuff. And I'm like, okay, if testing is inside QA, why can't everybody just have one title as software engineers? Why do we have software testers? Why do you have QA? It has now gotten to the point in Nigeria where they now pay software testers lesser than QA engineers. So I'm always like kind of confused. Like, is it that in Nigeria we get someone's place is quite noisy? Okay, so I think.
Yeah, I think it's my place. Yeah.
Oh,
It's
okay.
fine now.
All right. So I think is so when I asked in the Ministry of Testing group, they were like, it's just some guys, some white guys that like it's renaming convention. Like people that give themselves QA engineers want to show that they have power. White those that say they are software testers just want to show that I beg I just test and go. So basically, people in fact people go as far as giving themselves quality assurance and software testers. And I'm like, why are you saying tautology of your name? It's still the same. So yeah, that's why I needed to like get the clarity. Since I mean you're far more in this industry than I am. Like, what do you think is the difference? So I think I like your new title, quality assurance testers. I hope you guys get that new title now. Quality assurance tester. All right, thanks for answering that. So yeah, someone asked the question that what salary range should one ask for in an interview as a beginner? Secondly, as a mid-level person, and thirdly, as a senior QA person.
So I'll give you salary range.
Okay.
So as a beginner, I'll say 100 to 150. Then intermediate, I'll say 200 to 250, 200 to 300 rather.
Okay.
And what's the third one?
Senior.
Senior.
The boss in the room.
So as a senior, so as a senior, I'll say from 350, 400 upward. But everything still boils down to the organization, the firm.
Okay, so I know. Yeah, so I noticed that you said for beginner 100 to 150, and from intermediate you said 200 to 300, and I'm like, what should happen between 150 to 200?
150 to 200. Oh, well.
I don't mind.
What usually happens? What usually happens between 150 and 200? So if you start a job for 150 as an entry person, some organizations like the ones that have been based on performance, you get some kind of increment, and from 150 to 170 to 190 before you get your promotion as a senior. So maybe I said that because that's right, has been for me anyway.
Oh, okay. So yeah, I think that answers the question. But however, as a person, for me, I've noticed that most companies always base the salary based on people's last salary payment. So if you are, I also noticed that regardless the level you are coming from, let's say your salary is like 150K, right? The next salary you should be expecting will be around 200K, 250K, and all, right? Basically, I noticed that's what they do. But however, I'm always like, people should always be able to sell themselves. I mean, if I've entered a particular role as a junior person for 100K, and I'm coming into your role as an intermediate person, I don't expect you to pay me 150 based on my last salary was 100. Because while I was a junior person, I have grown, right? Secondly, I'm not coming to join your company again as a junior person. I'm coming in as an intermediate person. So we should also be able to sell ourselves properly while our salary also do a lot of bargaining power for us, basically. I mean, this scale, like this is a standard scale, but in reality, in Nigeria, I don't know what our people used to do. They would just like calculate 130% on top of your last salary. I don't know where they used to get that mathematics from. Yeah, so that's it. Thank you for answering that question. And I think the very last question for today will be I don't know if it's the last question, but yeah, the last question for today is that so I want to ask that what should I look forward to at the end of TestCode Camp?
What should I look forward to at the end of TestCode program? So so what you should look forward to is one.
The person is trying to ask me that question. Continue, please. Hello, you said,
I think oh, okay. So what you should look forward to at the end of TestCode Camp is one, you getting all the necessary skills required for a beginner. So this camp code is going to provide those skills for you. Secondly, at the end of it, opportunities will come. So be prepared. Opportunities to work, to get employed. Even before that, I believe this TestCode campus will prepare you guys for interviews and also prepare you for securing your own jobs. And yeah, I think those are the 4 basic things I can say from there. So the first one, which I said, is get all the basic skills required for you to start your career in software testing. Secondly, be prepared. It's going to prepare you for interviews. And thirdly, you get opportunities to work, to get employed, and also intern in organizations that need of QA interns.
Okay. Yeah. So yeah, your last note for us. What advice will you give to us, your junior?
So this is my advice. Let's take this opportunity very serious. I'm glad it's free, and I know how much people pay for training out there. I'm talking about a day-to-day training where you pay 50K, 80K, 100K plus. So let's seize this advantage and learn everything we can learn from it. So my advice again for you guys is, at the end of this, even when you secure a job, don't relax. It's an adventure, and it's a continuous learning adventure. So once you're in it, keep learning, keep developing yourself. That's your power, that's your strength. Your skill is your power, your skill is your voice. Your skill speaks for you, takes you to where you want to be. So keep developing yourself, keep learning new tools, and keep scaling new heights. So I wish you guys all the best from here. And don't forget, we're always there if you need us. We're ready to be of assistance in any way we can. Yeah, so that's it from me.
Thank you so much. I'm refreshed. I really learned a lot during this AMA session, and I believe every other person here too has. Thank you so much for your time, and we look forward to having more awesome time with you from our Slack channel. So,
same here.
Say bye from here. Bye-bye and have fun.
Bye, everyone.
Bye.